Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's up, but for how long? Look at us. On the heels.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab just missed with the left hand. Good counter punch. Throws the jab, but does not score. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! The Giant's been knocked down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the... count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nobody home with that hook. Punch, counter punch. So much for defensive abilities. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. The defense, and down goes the myth. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood.
There's the bell to start round 5. Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. That uppercut just missed. And at some point, the corner, and the giant goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is God.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Here we have the myth. And this boxer not going to throw the first punch. They prefer to answer yours. They're a counter fighter. And they'll be facing Supersonic. And they will have a power advantage here. These two will be fighting in the welterweight division. So many fantastic... First up, we have the myth from Ireland. And they hold the SCI national title. In their last fight, they won by knockout. Up against them, Supersonic from Ireland. And they hold the SCI Continental title. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Ireland. Wearing the white trunks with red trim. Introducing the current national welterweight champion, The Myth. Fighting out of the blue corner from Ireland. Wearing the white trunks trimmed with white, the current Continental welterweight champion, Supersonic.
And this one has all of those big fight... Heels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Couldn't land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Only catching air with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fight.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. They're entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them? This could be the end. And now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Counter shot lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he misses with that straight left. Good counter punch. Caution being thrown to the wind. Threw the straight left, but it won't score. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And that left hook doesn't find its target. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And down goes Supersonic. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Here's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You missed with that jab. He misses with that straight left. Nope, that jab not going to score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. At the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They exchange punches. And it's a supersonic boom as down goes Supersonic. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.